Man, I love college.
Do I really have to graduate, or can I just stay here for the rest of my life?
Keno Radio. Keno Radio. Keno Radio.
What's going on, gang? Back tuned in, listening to another episode of Keno Radio. I always say another radio of Keno episode. That's what almost happened. But anyways, I'm back. Andy's back. Special female viewer, correspondent, co-host. We'll go. Leili is the special co-host. It's the first show. She's been itching to get on the show. Let's bring her in for a beautiful. Actually, a really dreary Friday night.
Yeah, true.
It's been a horrible week.
Yeah.
After a beautiful week last week.
Yeah.
You know? But this is back to, this is what it's supposed to be. This is what November's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like gray and wet and like suicidal. You know? That's
right. And then into...
No offense, because your birthday's in November.
Yeah,
so my bad. I didn't mean to say that. But
the big 1-6?
What?
The big 1-6 this month?
1-6?
Turning 16?
No, 22.
22!
Wow. There we go. I went to Leili's Sweet 16.
He did.
Wow.
He
How
was
about that?
there.
Oh, you also from...
Andover.
Yeah, we haven't had my intro yet.
I know. All right,
Yeah.
So how about give yourself an intro?
Yeah.
All right, what do you want me to cover here?
Anything. What's your intro?
My name is Leili.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Andover, Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
Represent.
Was born in Winchester, Massachusetts. Yep. Lived in Charlestown until I was 6.
Oh, the
then moved to
town.
Andover.
Did you see any bank robberies?
I did not.
I was watching The Town the other day.
Great movie. One of my favorites.
Where you get your coffee?
Where do you get your moved to Andover when I was 6.
Yep.
Met Kyle here in middle school when
That's
I was 12.
Wow.
How was I in middle school? Is that cool?
Yeah, you were pretty cool.
How about the... Well,
You were
pretty
pretty
cool. Pretty cool, that's it?
Yeah.
Not super duper cool?
Super duper cool.
No, I don't think
cooler.
so. I think I wore the same...
I was not cool in middle
I think I
school,
wore the
so.
same sweatshirt every day of 7th grade. I look back and I think I remember that. Or a nice Reebok sweatshirt.
A
Yeah.
young Kyle.
Young Kyle.
My thing that I've had this discussion with Spike many times is my big thing in middle school, this sounds really ignorant, and in high school was like I never saw any form of bullying. So I'm
Yeah.
always like, I don't really know what bullying is. So me and Spike, my roommate, have like come up with the idea that I think I was the bully. So I need from a third party. Was I the bully in middle school?
I don't think you were a bully in like a literal sense. I think you like would pick on people to be funny, get a laugh out of the class, you know?
Okay.
But I don't think it was like...
So I wasn't like a big time bully.
No,
at least?
for
I
sure
wouldn't
I
say
can
so.
see you as the
I wouldn't
joke.
say so. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
well, I want
definitely
to
not.
clarify because me and Spike, like I said, I never really saw it, so I was like, well, that means I was the bully. I was numb to it because I was so mean to everyone.
Well, maybe I was a bully too then.
Okay, so
I feel like I didn't
am
see
I
anything.
So I'm not totally crazy for not seeing bullying.
So it's that
No,
thing like...
I feel like our school wasn't that bad.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Was your school like notorious for bullying?
I don't think so.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
So it's like the thing, if you don't have a weird roommate, you are the weird roommate? Is that
Yeah,
where you're getting this,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've had
association?
plenty of weird roommates, so I don't have to
Right,
worry
so maybe you're
about
not the
that.
weird one. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Speaking of which, we gotta get Barrera back on for an episode.
Yeah.
I think the crowd misses him.
Barrera's the best.
So me and Leili, we go way back.
Go way back.
Way back, middle school, high school, now college.
Yep. I
Um,
followed you.
yes, she
It's
did.
true.
She did follow me
It's
to
true.
UMass. She was like,
Yep.
"Look at Kyle, he's awesome."
He's doing it right.
Yeah.
Handsome.
Took me a little
Exactly.
while to get here, but I made it.
But it's all right. That's all that matters. It's not
Yeah.
where you start; it's where you finish.
So true.
Write that one down.
That's a
Retweet.
Retweet is right.
Yep.
So, like I said, we brought her on. We're gonna talk her entertainment's your
Yeah,
bread
it's
and
my
butter.
scope. Yeah.
Your bread and butter. So
Okay.
we're gonna get into entertainment. I'm also big into entertainment. But before we get into that, today's Friday. 2 days ago, a quick shout out was Veterans Day.
Yep.
So I get a quick shout out to the military, anyone that served, anyone that's serving.
Yep.
Thank you very much. I mean, I respect that. That's the craziest thing in the world to me.
Yeah.
Is
Oh, if
being
you
in the
can-
military.
No,
Yeah.
if you put the time down to be the person that protects me, like, you're the one I want out there.
right?
Yeah.
You know?
I just like I think that is it's the craziest thing in the world. I could never do it. I'm so scared of everything.
Yeah.
Like I can't even watch a scary movie, let alone like do anything like that, you know? So I don't understand how those people do it. I don't know how they do it. And it's a bummer when they're doing it for all these people who like hate them in their country for doing, like there's so many people that are ungrateful for it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a bummer. So I give the utmost respect to any veteran out there currently serving or has served. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Anything else on vets?
I don't know. Do you have any vets close to you? I mean,
I had my cousin's actually in the military right now. He like blew out his knee though, like early on in boot camp. So he's like in a year rehab. So he hasn't really done anything. He's pretty new in it. And then the uncles and grandparents type of thing.
3 of my
Back in the
uncles
day.
were.
3 uncles?
Yep.
What branch?
2 in the Army, 1 in National Guard, I guess.
Word.
Yeah, National Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know what mine were. I think Army.
My dad was an Air Force guy.
Was he?
Wow.
Did he
that's
fly
awesome.
planes?
He did not. He was not a pilot. He was comms, but
What's comms?
like communications on deck.
Me.
Yeah, that's you, baby.
Me, baby, me. I like that. Well, that's awesome. Veterans Day also sparks this year's 2nd annual Veterans Day Memorial Beer Pong Tournament that I like to host. I have to say this because...
And who might have won it? I don't know. Do you want to talk about
That's
it?
what I'm saying. This is my plug because I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I've won it 2 years in a row now.
I think the hand goes all the way.
Exactly. So 2 years in a row now. If anyone wants to challenge me, beer pong, give me any partner because I've won it with 2 separate partners now. So I'll take anyone. And I'll beat you. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
I'll beat
How you
ya.
guys at beer pong? Good?
I'm okay. I don't
Yeah?
drink beer. I'm allergic to beer. But
Oh, goodness.
What do you... Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to hops.
Hops.
Yeah.
What is hops? Is hops in anything
it's
else?
It's a grainy plant.
It's a grainy...
Is it the green thing?
Yeah, it's
That looks
green.
kind of like a pineapple?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a miniature
Yeah.
pineapple?
Yes, a miniature pineapple.
Yeah, that like in the commercial, they're always like,
Yeah,
Oh,
sniffing
yeah.
hops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would die if I
Wow.
did that, so yeah.
wow.
Well, you can't
Well,
eat
make
canned
sure to
beer,
keep
huh?
the
Canned
hops
beer,
away from
yeah, so stick to my tweez.
me. Yeah. Oh, I feel like I've met a lot of people who don't do beer.
Well, there's a lot of people that are like celiac, so they can't
Do the wheat.
do the wheat aspect of it. So
Celiac, right over my head. Didn't know what that meant.
it's like when you're allergic to wheat and like gluten and all
Yeah.
that.
I don't think I'm allergic to anything.
Gluten's a big thing now.
That's good.
Gluten's not real.
Gluten's a trend. Gluten is like a trend.
Is gluten real?
Like,
Gluten
is
is
that
a real thing.
Is that hat gluten free?
Yeah,
Like,
right?
I feel like everything comes gluten free.
Is there
Yeah.
some, but like what isn't gluten free? No, what is naturally gluten free?
like fruits,
Lot of-
vegetables.
So what's gluten in? Processed stuff?
It's in a lot of processed stuff. It's in like breads, pastas. It's like a protein that holds together. I don't know.
Yeah, you had it.
A protein that holds together.
Aren't you a scientist?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she always
do you
had it.
know?
I know.
Do you-
What's your major, Leili? We didn't even ask you.
Oh, hospitality.
Hospitality.
Just like
Yeah.
Spike. Do you know what gluten is?
a little bit. I
like-
don't want to bore you guys.
I know, but could you like,
Yeah, just summarize.
as a
it.
scientist, like, could you like explain
So
the
gluten-
scientific thing?
Gluten is a molecule of a protein in wheats.
Yeah.
It's grown, so like it just occurs naturally.
Okay.
But like in anything that gets made, you can either keep it or choose to remove it.
Yeah.
So when everything's like gluten free, it's more expensive because they choose to.
Yeah.
Why?
It's like a whole
What's
extra
the bad
process,
thing
you
that
know?
it does for your body? Like
I
I'm
think
under the
some
impression that
people-
it's fake. That it's just like it's
It's a digestive thing.
Yeah, it's like some people are lactose intolerant. They just can't digest lactose. It's like some people can't digest that protein.
okay.
gluten.
But like when people who aren't allergic to it are just like being hipsters and like I'm gluten free. Like why?
Yeah.
Like does it make you skinnier?
Yeah, I
Like
think
should I
it
go
can
gluten
help.
free?
Yeah.
It's like not eating
I think it's a
carbs,
wellness
basically.
thing. Yeah, I think it's more like your overall feeling.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just an excuse to be carbo free.
I think it
Yeah, a
it
type.
coincides with
Yeah.
that a lot.
Coincides with carbs.
Yeah.
No gluten.
I mean,
Mm.
I'm a big gluten fan, to be honest.
Yeah. I just.
Very
Give
big
me
gluten
all of
fan.
your gluten.
I don't know what it is. I'm still trying to figure it out what it is.
Yeah.
But that and the whole alcohol thing, that like it messes me up. I don't want to get into that, but like I don't know what alcohol is. Like, is it like a physical thing?
Right, so these in these fine.
I know everyone says
these is-
fermented.
It's ethanol, ethanoic alcohol.
Like the gas?
It's no, you don't drink alcohol. You don't drink like. All right, so alcohol is like this is so
It's a
bad.
science lesson. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's good.
Alcohol is like the name of a specific group of like molecule. That's just a general name. It's called the alcohol group,
Okay.
and they're different types: meth, eth, prop. Like
So
they're
you
different
just
names.
like can I grab like a handful of alcohol and like put it in my
No.
beer?
It's liquid.
It's yeah.
It's-
Can I grab like a bucket full of alcohol and
if
put
you
it
had
in
a
my
bucket
beer?
of ethanol,
Like pure ethanol.
Pure ethanol.
And you drank it.
in like I think it's just a tablespoon of like pure ethanol.
Yeah,
shit
you'd be-
housed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
keep that in
that's-
mind.
think about what they say. Like 4%
Yeah, exactly.
of this is only alcohol.
You know,
I
like
think-
moonshine.
Yeah.
Moonshine has more of a like a pure concentrate of ethanol.
Yeah.
I guess.
Wow.
just
Yeah.
like rubbing alcohol, you don't drink that.
Yeah.
Good. You could. You
Listerine.
could.
Like all
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that,
Right.
that
All right.
stuff.
So I just don't really understand Science.
That's my
I guess.
science
Who
plug
cares?
for the week.
Yeah,
I feel like I've
science
said
is
way
lame.
too much.
Science is
he wasn't-
lame.
Science.
But yeah, anyways, let's get back on track. Well, we're never off track. There's no track for Keno.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a windy road.
Yeah.
So the one thing I wanted to discuss, see what you guys are talking about, is the uproar in the world right now. Which, I mean,
Where do you
I
wanna
guess...
start?
Yeah, there's a lot of...
But the uproar in the college world right now.
Okay.
And all these protests and all the, I guess, just protests about, I don't know if they're the same thing or bouncing off each other. But how are we feeling about them? I don't even know what they're about. I can't even figure out what they're about. It seems like people are just upset about nothing. Well, not nothing, but they're upset and just like to be upset. So, Andy, Leili, what do you got on the protests?
Do you want to go first?
Is it a good idea? Is it a
I
bad
definitely
idea?
have an opinion.
Okay.
All right, so I'll do a short thing because I feel
Yeah.
like she is more.
Yeah. All right.
Smart than I do. So all I know is the president of Mizzou had some racy, touchy comments
Yeah.
about I don't know.
I heard he didn't say anything. I heard it was an off-campus thing.
Yeah.
Someone said something,
Yeah,
and
right.
he didn't react how they wanted him
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. So
All right.
again, I don't know the origin specifically.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then the football team's all mad.
Yeah.
Actually, head coach. I just got the update today. Head coach of the football team at Missouri resigned.
The coach resigned?
Yeah.
Why?
That's what they're pushing
I
for.
don't know.
The coach was all in with the kids. He had the back
Oh,
of
I
the
don't
team.
know.
I don't know. I just got.
He was in a tough spot because I read something like someone made a good point. Is if he takes the the players' side and doesn't play, then he's kind of giving a big FU to his boss, the
Yeah,
president.
that's
But
tough
if he
spot.
takes the boss's side, then he's never gonna get like a African American recruit ever, and he's gonna be labeled as racist forever.
Yeah.
You know, so he was in a real tight situation.
Yeah.
So resigning is probably the best thing for him to do.
Yeah.
He'll get a job somewhere else.
And then
He
I don't know.
will.
Then all the videos came out of all the protests.
Yeah.
Do you want to know something funny that I heard today? That lady in the video that's like
From
"Give some
UMass.
mus-" She's from UMass.
She's a UMass.
UMass.
Wait,
grad.
which lady?
She's
Click.
like, need some muscle over here.
Melissa
Get rid of
Click.
this guy. Yeah.
The
I
com-
don't think I've seen this.
She was the comm teacher there who was all about the media trying to. First off, she wanted to get the story told, so she was like, "Media, come get the story told." And then a kid who worked for the school paper, the media, tried to get the story told, and she was like, wouldn't let him do anything. She like got in his face, was like, "Get out of here! Like you can't take photographs." And like he was like, "But
You just-
you know," and they're supposed to have the best journalism school in the country, Missouri.
Mizzou, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a whole lot of backwards things. It's a whole lot of double standards going on now. But to the hot takes.
Yeah, you kind of summed it up. I mean, from what I know, it's a lot of like students, African American students particularly, getting fed up with how they were being treated by other students, but also like faculty and administration. So there's a lot of like blatant racism, but also like stuff kind of under the table going on. Whether it be people calling them names, racial slurs, flying the Confederate flag, I don't know, stuff like that. And they were just getting sick of it, and their president knew about it.
But
the
didn't
dean,
take action?
And didn't take action. And then something came up with like an alumni or someone said a racial comment, and the dean, is it the dean or the president?
I thought they were the same thing.
Yeah, okay. He heard it, knew about it, and just like kind of swept it under the rug, didn't say anything about it. So kids were fed up and they started protesting, and now it's kind of like spread to like satellite campuses. So like there was a protest like on UMass campus, like a peaceful protest of just people saying that they like stand in solidarity with the students at Mizzou.
Yeah,
so they're supporting them. I don't think it's other issues like being brought up. It's just they're trying to support a cause.
There's one going on at Amherst College right now. Is having a big one. They're demanding by Wednesday, like all these demands for like personal apologies. I saw that Amherst College. My buddy texted me. And
Racial issues or
Yeah.
like wow, I had no idea.
they're like, there's been racism all this time and sexism and all this stuff for like all these years, and they're like demanding an apology by Wednesday and all this stuff. Yeah.
Or
So-
what's the
I don't
the
know.
ultimatum?
I don't know what the other
They
side
like
is.
walk out.
I don't-
I guess
yeah, I
that's
don't
what they
know.
did at Mizzou. The students just like walked out, stopped going to class.
Well, you're not gonna get your degree then. You know, it's just like
Yeah.
it's a double-edged sword. But like that's why I was thinking. My buddy texted me. We need to get Keno Radio on the road. And get to the
Let's go.
protest.
That'd be
Go
awesome.
right to
The protest. The protest. get to the protest and see what's the deal is, because I'm super confused. You know.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I guess
I need to get a mic and a camera.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to the protests. But my whole thing, the thing that like is hilarious. I guess none of it's really hilarious, but the whole safe space thing. Did you see that in Missouri? They're in the
Safe
middle.
space?
They're in the middle of a quad, like doing the protest,
Yeah.
and they deemed it a safe space.
Oh yeah.
So you're not allowed to like say anything in there, and you can call the cops now if anyone says anything like hurtful to you, you can call the police and they can get
Yikes.
arrested.
Okay.
And it's like there's claiming it's a safe space, but it's public property, so not letting like media in and all this stuff. But it's like public property, so that's against the rules type of thing. It's a bizarre situation.
It's a bizarre situation for sure.
It's just like, I don't get protests. Like, I get protests, but I feel like there's so many things that people are just like protesting to protest. And like, I get the Missouri thing, but then just like Amherst is like, these guys are protesting. We need a protest now. Like, after 100 years, we're fed up now too. It's like, why didn't this happen 25 years ago? You know, it's just like, why all of a sudden is this uproar and all these things? Like, why is everyone so mad at each other now?
I think that's like what a protest is all about. Like, the first protest, whoever had it, their reasoning for doing it was to kind of ignite like other people to realize, hey, something fucked up is going. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Oh, something fucked up is going on.
Mom, don't watch this one. She's swearing.
That just means passion.
Yeah, she's just passionate.
Something fucked up is going on in my town.
You don't want to say it 3 times.
Sorry.
That's just like emphasizing.
And now I want to take action on what's going on, like near where I live.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole point of a protest. It's to get your like mission out there and like what you want to change, but it's also kind of to make other people realize like, hey, not everything is peachy. Like, there's messed up stuff going on here too.
I agree. The thing with me though
is to ignite change.
Is a lot of people. I just touched your leg. I apologize.
It's okay.
I lost the train of thought. My thing is like, it's all these colleges, and I've been reading a lot of it, like getting the hot takes from Barstool, but they raise a lot of good points. It's like, I feel like everyone in college, you like go to like sociology classes and philosophy, so you think you like know everything, and we're young and dumb still. We don't know anything about the world. We've never experienced the real world. Exactly. So it's like, why I feel like they all feel so empowered and entitled to all this stuff. It's like, listen, there are people out there who are grinding it out and like have real problems to worry about. You know, like, I know it is a real problem, but at the end of the day, I mean, you're in like Amherst College. You're in one of the best schools in the country. You're gonna come out regardless of how difficult it was and say they were mean and like stereotyping you and all this stuff. You're gonna come out with a great degree and get a great job.
This is true. Yeah, it's true, but that doesn't like. I don't know. I think it's all about perspective. Like, imagine if you had to go to a school and you're just like, hey, I'm in college, like, here to have fun, and you had people constantly being like, calling you racial slurs and like thinking.
I need to know how frequent it happens, because I've never.
I don't know. Well, to be honest with you, my sister goes to the University of Arkansas.
Yeah.
My mom lives in Arkansas.
How's it down there?
It's bad. Like, it's just like it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
I mean, my family's obviously white, so I've only ever seen it personally from like a white side. I've never experienced it as a black person, obviously. But no, it's bad. It's just a cultural thing. It's like 2 distinct groups. My sister, at her school, the sororities and fraternities are racially segregated. Yeah. There are black sororities, white sororities, and you can join a white sorority if you're a black girl, but it's like not encouraged. So it's like, this is like socially accepted to a certain point, but then when it's like, where do you draw the line? Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's all about perspective, to be honest, because
I think we're a little sheltered up here.
We are very sheltered.
Oh, 150%.
Yeah.
No
Have you
question.
ever like seen blatant racism?
No.
Exactly. So you don't know.
Once.
Like, I mean,
just like bullying. I never see it, so I don't even know if it's real, you know? But like,
no, it's
I
real.
Right? That's
it's
the thing.
Real.
Is I see like all the uproar and all this stuff, but I can honestly say I've never like actually seen someone say something racist to someone.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, you know?
I feel like, and I would hope, you know, in a situation, if I were to see that, I'd be like, oh, whoa.
Yeah,
easy,
like,
easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would hope, but like, in our situation, yes, I think most people like would step in and be like, hey, because that's how we grew up. We grew up in a more like accepting. I think the Northeast is a more accepting. Yeah. You're from the Northeast.
Yes,
yeah.
Quincy.
Okay, so yeah, we grew up in a more like accepting environment, whereas down south it's just like culturally, since like forever pretty much.
Yeah.
This is just what's been ingrained into people's minds, so it's harder for outside people that aren't experiencing it to step in.
Yeah.
And I think that's why this is all built up. And you see the president of a college sees it happening, and he did nothing. Yeah. So that's why he had no other choice but to step down.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they needed a big change.
Exactly.
And I feel like it's just going to trickle down to other schools down south, and it's going to start happening all over.
My big thing with, not this, but everything, all this change, like in 2015, and any sort of, whether it's like with like gays and trans, all that, whether it's race, everything like that, if you think back literally like 40 years ago, in the grand scheme of life, in 40 years, look at where it was and where it is now. Huge improvements. For 1975 years, there was like no change at all. And in 40 years, it's come this far.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time.
Exactly.
Like, my grandparents, all our grandparents were, like, grew up in a time where, like, that wasn't a thing. Like, it was racially charged. Like, all this stuff wasn't a real thing. And those people are still, like, there's plenty of people from generations that stuff isn't accepting. So it's gonna take, like, a lot of time. It's not just gonna, like, you can't, like, hit a button and things gonna happen. That's why with all this uproar, like, I wish there was, like, someone up there, like, the president maybe, to be like, hey, it's going to take a little time. Like, hang in there. Things are going to happen. It's going to be all right. Look at how far we've come, even from, like, the 80s and 90s to now. Even from 2005 to 2015, the last 10 years, things have gotten, like, everything's gotten mainstream and everything's getting better. It's just going to take a little time. You know?
I think the president realizes that. But at the same time, it's like, when big things like this happen, it kind of progresses it to go faster. Like, if people just sit back and be like, oh, it'll change eventually, like, we'd still be
it needs people to stimulate it. Yeah,
people need to be proactive, but I think there's a way about going about it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know, you're right.
About
it.
Yeah.
Protest.
No, I also think a huge part of it is if we had been exposed, we would know.
Yeah.
Like, so
exactly. If we grew up down south, we would 100% know.
Yeah. I agree. But
the
one thing, this is funny.
I'm glad you can find humor.
Yeah,
I'm fishing for.
Yeah.
This is so ironically funny. I know it shouldn't be funny, but in the midst of all this stuff for the Missouri, like all the Missouri stuff, they had it planned. This Saturday is a whiteout for their game. They're wearing all white uniforms. The crowd's supposed to wear all white. And just the timing of it is, I mean, you can't help it. If you can't get a laugh out of that, I mean, come on. But that's just so ironic and so funny.
Have they not canceled it? Is it still on?
No, it's still on. Dude, the uniforms, I hope they don't cancel. The uniforms are fire. They look awesome.
Oh, really?
I love it. It's the Bruins colors.
But dude, they're just like straight white helmets, all this stuff, so it's pretty ironic. Probably shouldn't laugh at it, but hey, what are you gonna do? You know what? If you can't laugh at it, don't listen to the show.
Humor.
Yeah,
exactly.
People are coming to this show to hear about political.
We've been saying since day one. You know, we're gonna talk sports, life. We've been gonna talk politics. We've said that we haven't talked any politics, so it's good to get a little in there. You know, we've been talking about a lot of sports and stuff, so we got serious. It's always good to get a serious note.
Yeah.
But on that serious note, does anyone else have anything serious to say? Because I'm ready to get into the entertainment business. A little lighter heart, you know?
I'm pretty excited about that, too.
Let's keep it light.
So amidst tragedy, there is drama.
There is drama.
Yeah.
So, Leili...
I want to hear about this.
It went away.
Yeah, so do you want to... I was going to go into... Leili's been dying to get my views
oh my God.
on the Chloe and Lamar Odom case, all that nonsense. So I'm going to let you open it up. Let me hear what you got to say. I got some pretty hot takes on it, too. So
I want to hear what you have to say first.
So as you guys know, Lamar Odom pretty much died. How's he doing these days?
Yeah, he's alright. He was transferred to a hospital, I think, in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. And I think his liver or something was failing.
What did they figure out was the initial thing that sent him over the edge? I don't follow.
He took an excessive amount of herbal Viagra, I guess. Yikes.
Guys, just
sell that at College Pizza, by the way.
He's out there getting his.
Yeah. So let's sum it up for people because maybe some people don't know.
Sum it up.
So Lamar Odom, estranged husband of Khloe Kardashian. I guess.
Estranged or estranged?
Estranged.
Oh, I think you said estranged husband.
Well,
no,
that's
estranged.
Right.
He went to, is it the Bunny Ranch in Nevada, which is basically a brothel. It's a legal brothel. And he spent, I think he was on his day 3. Day 3 at brothel. Had already spent $75,000. And
how does he still have that? He's been on the NBA for 2 years.
No idea. And one of the bunnies found him passed out in a room, unconscious, I guess you would say. And they rushed him to the hospital. He was in a coma for a couple days. And he finally woke up, and I think he's just trying to get back on the mend. He had liver failure. He had a ton of drugs in his
system. He was close to death. He was
They did not think he was going to make it. Yeah, they didn't think he was going to make it. So once he was awake and kind of more there. They transferred him to a hospital in LA, and since then, Chloe's been visiting, like...
Did they get engaged or remarried?
No, their divorce was never final. Their divorce was never finalized, so they've been married this whole time. So that's why Chloe's been around so much.
Didn't she call it off?
Call off the divorce. Yeah, she called off the divorce, which is confusing because they say she's dating that NBA player.
French? She's done with French?
No, another NBA player. The beard.
James Harden.
James Harden.
She's dating Harden now?
Yeah. So apparently she called off the divorce, but is still dating James Harden. I don't know.
What?
Maybe she still wants to be
Hashtag
around.
celeb life.
Yeah, I think she still wants to be like Lamar's like
Husband,
primary
wife.
caretaker because like he can't obviously care for himself. He's a junkie.
Yeah.
Like he's got a lot of issues.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's tough.
So what's your take? Is it poor Lamar, or is it like, what are you doing?
Yeah, my thing is like, I know people say that you're kind of like a product of your upbringing, and I think that's the case for
product
him.
of my environment.
Exactly.
Jim Jones album.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
We fly high.
Yeah. So I think that's what's kind of happened to him. I know his mother died at a really young age. He was raised by his grandmother, who also died like a little bit later when he was still really young. And his best friend just like OD'd like a couple months ago.
So he's in a tough spot.
So he's in a tough spot. He grew up like not wealthy at all.
Is he from the U.S.?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's from
I thought
New
he was like
York.
straight from Africa. Like not. I know that sounds bad, but
I
like
know what you're
Lamar,
saying.
like Odom.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a like.
makes
I get him and what's his face mixed
Well, I mean,
up.
he is African American.
Well, I knew that. I could see that. But like, I think it's who is it? Luau Dang.
Luau Dang.
He's
Yeah.
from Africa, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I got that mixed up.
Yeah.
I was thinking Lamar. He went to URI. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so
pretty
random.
wild. Pretty wild.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah.
So I think that's the case for him. And I know that he struggled a lot with drugs coming up.
Was he a druggie in the NBA? Do we know?
I don't think it's ever come out. But he was into like weird, like he was into like heroin. He was doing heroin, which is so surprising because he had a lot of money. Like he didn't need to be doing like such a cheap, I guess.
And also, like,
drug.
he was pretty dominant in the NBA. I don't
He
know
was
how
good. When he was
was
on the
good.
Lake Show, dude.
Yeah.
When he was on the Lakers,
Yeah.
he was a key member of
So
those
maybe this
second
Dallas
two.
thing is more recent than.
Well, he kind of spiraled out when he got traded to Dallas.
Yeah.
That's like when
I
it's,
think that's the
that really messed him up, and he
catalyst.
kind of like fell out of the league after
Yeah. So I don't know.
that. He liked the LA life. All
Yeah.
right.
So I'm Team Lamar. I'm rooting for him. I want him to get better. I don't think him and Chloe should stay together. I think he
that's
deserves
the more
happiness.
the juicy part that I want to get into. We're all pulling for Lamar. I
Yeah.
assume, Andy.
Yeah, no.
Indeed.
Again,
But I'm thinking. So how do you feel about Chloe just like coming
Yeah.
out of the woodwork and be like, "Yo, I'm like still there for you."
I mean, I would hope that's what I would do in that situation.
My big thing is, where you been, honey?
that's okay.
Where you been,
That's what I see.
sweetheart?
People are like, oh, she's a
Everyone's
transfer.
like, everyone's all
Okay.
about Chloe this, she's doing this stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
where were you before? Like, he shouldn't have been at the brothel.
No,
he could have
okay,
had
well,
someone
alright,
yapping his
alright,
ear,
alright.
being like, yo.
And they passed that? Like, oh, hey, listen, Chloe, sorry I was at this brothel for
Yeah.
3 days.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. If you watch the show, you can see the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. You see that Chloe, like, I know they obviously, like, edited it the way they want it to look. But from what I could tell, Chloe, like, tried calling Lamar and reaching out to Lamar. At a certain point, Lamar would just disappear for days at a time when they were still married, still living together. He would disappear for, like, a week.
I remember seeing that.
And just wouldn't pick up his
Yeah.
wouldn't pick up his phone. He was sleeping with other women, like just going on absolute benders. Like just So I mean, at a certain point, you have your breaking point.
No, yeah, I don't 100%. I don't blame her at all for leaving him.
Yeah.
But my big thing is like she's coming back and everyone's like, oh, she's like so nice, like all this stuff. It's just like I get he was crazy and like out of control, but like then just coming in, I guess you have to see him at like their very worst. But it just doesn't add up to me that she wasn't there at all. She started dating all these other guys, and then as soon as this happened, it looks like a publicity stunt.
No, I can see that.
You
A
know,
lot of
it-
stuff they
it-
do looks like a publicity stunt.
Exactly, it
But
looks
I
like
mean,
a publicity stunt.
Chloe's my girl. Like I love her.
Mhm.
And
She
I
is.
just think that she still loves Amar, still wants to be there for him, but I don't think she can be there for him in like a romantic sense just because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not
No way.
if you're not good with yourself and stable with yourself, how can you like open yourself up to someone else and be, you know, someone's partner in
Yeah.
life?
I don't
So
know.
like she I think is going to be there more for him in like a caretaker sense
Okay.
because he has no one else.
He needs somebody, though.
He needs somebody, and if you watch the show like I do
You know,
a lot,
I haven't seen.
I'll put it on in the background.
Chloe is known as the one that like is always like the caretaker, and like with her brother Rob too. We can talk about Rob too because that's pretty messed up.
I don't know.
Rob Kardashian.
Like I know
he's MIA.
Is
That's
he?
what's up. Yeah.
What?
He like hasn't been on the show in like 3 years.
I knew he got wicked fat.
He did gain an excessive amount of weight.
And he didn't go to like Kim's wedding.
Yeah, he didn't go. That's
lame AF.
Yeah, he got on the plane. They got married in like Italy, I think.
Yeah.
And he got on the plane.
Weird. I lost my invite in the mail probably.
I know, same.
Yeah.
Fucked up. But he got on the plane and the like layover or something was in Paris, and then he like read a TMZ article about himself, just being like Rob's fat, basically. It was just like a picture of Rob being like he's really fat.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Fuck this, I'm going home." And like
after
being on the ground in Paris for like 6 hours, he turned around and went back home to LA. Just missed the entire.
Why did he need a TMZ article? He has a mirror, doesn't he?
I haven't seen a
Yeah,
picture of him in a while.
that's
Though. Is he
true.
big now?
Oh, he's massive. I don't know what he is
I
anymore,
don't
but he
know.
was massive.
He was pretty big.
My
I
thing
think-
is, all those tattoos, do they just like expand and then if you lose
I
weight?
wonder about
What's
that.
the deal with
Probably a lot of
tattoos?
extra skin.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, my thing with him, Rob Kardashian, you don't do anything with your life. Not in a bad way. Like, your life
Yeah, I know what you mean.
is a celebrity. Like, it's my
Yeah.
dream life. You don't do anything and
Yeah.
you get paid for it. So you have ample, is that a word? Ample
Yeah.
amount of time? That's
Yeah.
a good word, right?
That's a great word.
Ample amount of time on your hands. Ample amount of money in your
Yeah.
bank account. You can pay for a nutritionist and go to the whatever gym, personal fitness trainer. Give our boy Robbie Fitness.
Robbie Fitness can help him.
Yeah, you know, here's a plug. If you haven't checked it out, check out last week's episode of Robbie Fitness. If you're looking to lose weight, he's got a lot of good tips in there. But like he could do, it's so easy for him.
That's true, but there's
just
like
wanna
a
sit there
mental
and
hurdle
depress.
to get over.
Just get over it though.
See, he's not as motivated.
It's
as
not
you and
that
I.
easy. When someone's like depressed and like has anxiety,
What's
I think
he depressed about though?
I mean,
actually, maybe having
lost his dad.
I was gonna say
That might be.
his
Well, he
dad.
gained a mom,
His dad turning into a mom.
Oh,
right?
God.
So down a dad, up a mom. So now we're up to 2 moms.
oh no, no.
Two dads.
Oh,
I don't know.
man.
See that whole.
Oh, can I just go right into how about her or him or her?
Her.
Getting Woman of the Year with Hope Solo.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. Not as much like Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner. That's like the easy pick. It's the hot pick. You know, it's like you can't go wrong with that. Hope Solo beat up a kid.
Yeah.
Hope Solo's an animal.
She
Hope
beat up
Solo
her.
is an animal.
She beat up her niece.
Savage beast.
Yeah, her niece or nephew or something.
Yeah.
Someone.
Have
Yeah.
a family cookout.
Yeah, and she's the Woman of the Year.
Oh, yeah, I'll take a hot dog and a punch in the face.
I don't think they did a very good job with their.
They
selection
picked someone
process.
who, no offense,
No.
no offense, I hate to be this guy, but was a guy and turned to a girl.
All right.
All right,
Hope
but
Solo,
like,
I think, is a bad choice. Yes, I agree with
It
that.
maybe should have been
Caitlyn Jenner, I
person.
think, is a.
it's an easy choice.
Yeah.
It's not the right choice. It's an easy choice.
I think yes, it was an easy choice.
Easy choice.
I'm not gonna say it was a wrong choice because I think that choosing her is a good step in like our country's like relationship with
I get that, but-
trans.
Okay, she represents so much more.
But what did she
just like
do?
one person. She is like
a
like
community
the-
of people.
Yeah.
But like, what did she like? She just did what a bunch of other people have already done.
But
I get it. She had the spotlight, but like,
Maybe not on
she
that
didn't do
level.
anything.
okay,
You know?
well, I think it's brave her choice to come out, being a person that's in the public eye.
Yeah, that's
Bruce
But I think
Jenner, the
it's-
former Bruce Jenner, could have lived the rest of his
I
life
think it's-
totally comfortably in like a huge mansion out in Malibu, being like fine, but internally he would have been like, this isn't who I am. So the fact that he at the time chose to come out and be like, this isn't who I really am, I want to change myself, that's a big
Yeah.
risk.
I think it's easier. How about this take? I think it's easier in the public eye to do it than someone who's not in the public eye.
in some ways, yes.
Because you have literally the whole, obviously not the whole, like, but a lot of people very supportive of you.
Yeah.
And the people who aren't supportive of you aren't allowed to say anything. You know? They can't say anything about it, so no one's going to ridicule you. If you're just a random person...
People have
Well,
ridiculed her.
they obviously do, but there's a huge support and all this stuff. But, like, if
Yeah.
you just do it and you're a random person, like, the only people, like, that are going to be against it are people that actually, like, matter to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like her
It wouldn't
family.
affect exactly like
Yeah.
your family and your friends. He has
Yeah.
all these people who are against it, but he doesn't know him. It doesn't matter to him, you
Yeah.
know. So I think it's easier to have the
Her.
support.
Her.
Yeah, you keep saying him.
I know, I'm
Didn't
sorry.
I say it? Didn't I say? I
Yeah.
said.
Well,
Definitely can't say it.
Her.
Her.
It's
I-
okay.
I didn't.
It's a confusing
I
topic.
know.
It's extremely confusing.
Like,
It is
I immediately
confusing.
think Bruce, so it's like, wait,
Right?
now Caitlyn. Sorry, her.
I didn't even
Yeah,
think I
which
said
is fine.
either. Though.
I feel
thought
like as long as people can acknowledge that, that's fine. But if they just keep being like him, that's just like ignorant. But you're doing it by just like confusion, right?
Well, it's a confusing topic, like I said.
It is a confusing topic.
It's just, I think they struck out on the Women of the Year. I mean, Hope Solo is a horrible choice. I get it because they won the World Cup, but just choose one of the other chicks who won the World Cup.
Maybe we don't know, like, a lot of, like, good work or stuff. See, maybe...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure she does charity work.
Beats up her family.
I feel like there was another, like, domestic violence thing against her, like, with, like, her ex or something. I don't know. Whatever. But back to Caitlyn Jenner. I really want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you've seen her show... Have you seen her show?
I am Kate.
Okay.
No.
So you were saying it's easier for people, like, in the public eye to, like, come out, which I agree with in some senses. Like, when it comes to, like, surgeries and stuff like that, for you to actually physically become a woman in Caitlyn's
Quick interjection.
Case, yeah.
Where are we at with that?
I think it's, like, from the torso up. So we're a lady.
So he still goes to the bathroom like a guy?
She.
Did I say it again?
Yeah. It's okay.
So she still goes...
Just correct yourself.
It's hard to say, does she still go to the bathroom like a guy? Like, that's such a
it's
awkward sentence.
Yeah. No, I
understand. I don't know where we're at. That's the question for you.
Yeah, so I think from the torso up, we are a lady, and then I don't think...
I'm going to say we. I like that.
Yeah, and then I think we haven't progressed, like, to the full extent. But these surgeries are obviously, like, super expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and
tens of thousands of dollars.
Incredibly invasive. Like, it's hard to do.
Exactly. So, dangerous. Like, you can die. Yeah. So, like, on her show, she actually brought on some trans women who are in the process of transitioning, I guess. And they just, like, can't afford it. Like, the hormones alone, like, that you have to take for, like, years before you can even do the surgery are super expensive. And these women are like, they called her out, though. They were like, it's not fair for you to say you're struggling as much as me because, like, you can literally within, like, 3 months, she just, like, was like, I'm going to do this and I, like, can do it because I can afford it. Like, whereas these women have to struggle for, like, decades to save up the money.
Part of doing it in the public eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Or being a celebrity, not as much public.
And also, like,
celebrity. Some of them out, maybe?
Yeah, no, she does. She actually took one of them on the Ellen show.
Okay.
And, like, helped her pay for, like, college or something. I forget. I don't know. Yep. But, yeah, so that's another issue in the trans community is, like, being able to afford, like, the actual process of transitioning. And then, like, obviously there are doctors who botch it. Like, a ton of the ladies
like the show Botch.
Like the show Botch. We can talk about that, too. I love that show.
I've never watched it. Because that's just something I have no interest in.
It's an interesting
show. I hate, like, anything medical. Like, I hate blood and all that, so I can't watch a show about surgery. Oh, my God.
Well, that's like my life.
I pass out.
It is your life.
Yeah.
No. I thought ethanol was your life, man.
See, well, it technically is now. I'm drinking teas they're getting into my bloodstream.
But yeah, I think it's a really confusing subject, and I wish someone would just be like, here's a class on how to use pronouns and, like, how to tackle these issues, but... I don't know. Just one of the many other issues. I don't know enough about it to teach it.
I feel like maybe colleges nowadays are doing like gender identification.
Yeah.
Like in an education class.
I feel like it should be like not. I know a lot of people don't care about it, but I feel like it should be required. Like the way our nation is like heading.
You take a class about.
You should have to take a class about exactly racial issues. Like you should have to take a class on like how you refer to your peers.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Hey, we're almost out, though. Wouldn't happen while we're here.
Yeah, you're almost done.
Yeah. I mean, to each his own, though. Like, my big thing on this is, how come all of a sudden I'm, like, supposed to just be like, word, guys are turning into girls, girls are turning into guys, totally cool with me.
You don't have to.
All of a sudden, though. But if I say anything about it, and I'm like, that's kind of...
But
like,
why isn't it cool with you? Like, what's your reason?
It's not uncool with me, but it's just like, it's different.
It's confusing.
It's weird, it's confusing. I'm old school, you know? It's just like, it's like I can't even wrap my head around it still. Like, it's a tough word to use, but it's bizarre. It's bizarre to me.
No, I understand.
You
know?
I
mean, like, you were saying, like, 40, 50, 60 years ago when, like, our country was a totally different place.
Yeah.
Like, people who were gay didn't come out. Like, African Americans were still considered, like, a sub, like, group.
Yeah.
Like, at that time when, like, things were coming up and the nation was changing, like, I'm sure some people were like, this is weird. Like, I don't know how to, like, change my view on this. No, and as time goes on, you just get used to it. And it might be, it's obviously different, but, like, your kids, like, 10 years from now when you have kids, like, this is going to be all they know.
Yeah,
You know what I
right?
mean?
Yeah.
So, like we grew up with, like, well, not us. I would say, like, the generation, like, behind us. Like, grew up, like, only knowing, like, having cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we didn't have cell phones until I feel like we were in, like, middle school.
Oh, I got a cell phone like freshman year of high school. It was great.
Yeah,
Never-
in, like, 8th grade.
7th
Yeah.
grade.
So,
I had a
like,
flip phone until college.
That's awesome.
Swag.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Keeping it.
Swag.
Yeah, keeping it classic.
I wish I
Love
still
it.
had it. But
No, but you're absolutely right. Now, my little cousins and stuff, like, they're going to be so much more,
Yeah,
like,
they walk around with
worldly.
iPads. The kids
know.
I babysit are like, "Where's my iPad? Let me watch TV with dinner." I'm like, "No,
Once
eat your mac
again,
and cheese and look at your bowl."
I'm old
Outside,
school.
play
Yeah.
outside.
I hate that. I hate having a phone. Like, I hate catching myself on a phone.
Same.
And I don't like phones.
Yeah, I hate technology.
I would think it'd be so much cooler to not have anything, and, like, you actually have to, like, do stuff. Like, you
like
gotta...
go outside
Yeah.
and
Like
like
that,
work.
Yeah, but just, like, all that, like, yeah, it'd be so much cooler to, like, I don't know, when you want to get in touch with someone, like, go see them.
Yeah.
Or, like, call them. Remember the landlines? Landlines were the best.
Wow.
Yeah.
Landlines were awesome.
See, thing of the past.
I know,
Yeah.
right? They're not even a thing. Like, if you
True.
use a landline, it's literally a waste of money now.
Yeah.
Like, paying for a phone.
Yeah.
The only reason they do it is because they bundle them all together.
Yeah.
But it's a bizarre.
Thing
It's crazy how far technology's come in, like, such a short time. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Because of that, though, everybody's alerted about everything. So every little issue that you hear about,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And everyone's upset
everyone's
about everything.
opinionated too.
Yeah,
Everyone's got an opinion.
Everyone's
they
got an
do.
opinion.
It is true.
They do. Sometimes they're wrong, but
No, I don't know if any opinion's wrong.
Can an opinion be wrong
It's an opinion.
if it's not
That
yours?
could be a subject. An opinion can definitely be wrong, in my opinion.
There you go.
I don't think
So,
so. I mean,
flip it.
they could definitely be strongly ill-advised.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can necessarily say an opinion's wrong. If someone believes it, I mean, that's right in their eyes. I mean, there's things, if they're like, in my opinion, the sky's red.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
that's wrong. Like, stuff like that.
Yours is
Objective
wrong.
things.
Yeah,
yes,
there's
but-
but subjective things, that's where it gets a little dicey. I mean,
Yeah, I know you're right. But
you know, gets a little crazy out there. So that's why you gotta listen to our show, because
Honestly, I feel great
good,
now, yeah.
we give good
Yeah.
I learned a
opinions,
lot tonight.
and we are putting everyone on the right path.
Yeah, no.
We're making America great
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
I like how we're covering a lot of different sides of it too.
Yeah, you know.
Like, you have your opinion, I have my opinion.
Yeah,
He usually agrees with me.
Well, typically,
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't said anything I disagree
I'm the
with.
bad guy over here.
No, no.
It's okay. Everyone has their own opinion.
King of the hot takes. So, I don't know. That's all I got on serious stuff. I thought we were gonna get out of serious stuff,
I
and then we
know.
got kind of back
We
into
can go
serious
back into
stuff.
serious.
Let's hit Bieber's album.
Yeah, all right. More pop. This is what I want to talk about.
Yeah,
man.
let's
Bieber's
go.
album. Dun da da da. Reviews.
I haven't heard the whole thing yet, so I can't have an opinion. I've heard just the singles that have come out.
Well, singles have been great.
Fire.
Great.
Like, amazing.
Sorry was fire.
Sorry is the okay. I've listened
I
to the
can
whole
listen to
thing.
Sorry every day for the rest of my life.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Every day.
Sorry, even with the whole album being released, is the
Yep.
best song on the album.
Yeah. What do you think of the whole album?
A lot of stuff on the album. Have you listened to the whole thing?
I listened to most of it.
So obviously you've seen like
Or
a lot
some
of it's
of it.
slow.
Very slow.
A lot of it's like slow. Him like serenading me
Yeah.
through my headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
But there's a couple that are like, all right, I can see like
Yeah.
some jams. But again, I thought when he released the full album there would be another Sorry, like another
Yeah.
banger.
And there
But
just
there
isn't. I've probably listened to. Me and Spike were listening today. I probably listened to 6 or 7
Yeah.
clips of songs.
Aside from the singles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible. Hot
That's
take.
what-
Horrible.
that's-
It's garbage. It's
My
a garbage
roommate was
album.
saying it's nothing compared to the singles that have been released.
It's
Right.
garbage.
The
Yeah.
singles were
Unreal.
Sorry was by far the best one. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. What do you mean was okay? I thought that got way too much credit for how
Yeah.
bad it was.
Sorry,
Where Are
better.
You Now is horrible. That is the worst song
Yikes,
ever. It sounds like
man.
literally like an African tribal song. Like it literally sounds
But you get when you
bizarre.
get Skrilla.
The one he just came out with, where he wants everyone to feel bad for him because he's a millionaire at the age of whatever he
Is
is.
that the one where
I'll
the music
see
video
you.
where he's like frolicking through the fields?
Yeah, that song's garbage. All these other ones, he's like whispering in my ear the whole time. Why doesn't he belt it out anymore? Did he lose the voice?
there's like a couple on there though. You gotta listen.
I'll listen to it all. I'll come back next week. And I'll give my full
They
opinion.
can't all be party hits, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Like, life isn't all
But
party.
there's literally like,
That's
They're
very
serious
true, yeah.
stuff.
but there's none of the old like party hits. Like Sorry is close to it, but Sorry's no Beauty and a Beat. I mean, come on,
True.
let's get real.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
it's tough.
there's
Right.
there's no One Less Lonely Girl. There's no One Time. Like there's
Oh,
none of that.
Only Girl's a jam.
Like when did he not
where's
know how to
Baby?
play guitar anymore?
Yeah.
Does he not know how to play the acoustic
I mean,
guitar anymore?
I think he's leaning more towards the like
He's
Chris
trying to do
Brown
too much.
side of
He's
things.
trying
Like
to do
he's
too much.
dancing
Yeah.
and like all
Taylor
over the
Swift
place.
went big pop. He needs to.
Yeah.
And she did it perfectly. That album
did.
was awesome.
Every song was good.
Was fire,
There's
except
not one.
Clean. Clean is garbage.
I love Clean.
Clean is
so,
no. Clean's no bueno. But besides that, but it was just like it's all this weird. It was very like exotic, so to speak.
Yes,
you
I
know?
listened to it.
He was trying too hard. It's like Drake. Like they're trying
to be different.
to be different and make
put out
like
stuff.
art and make music. It's like,
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
sing over swag beats.
Like
That's it.
I want to hear a song
You know?
like, over and over again at a party. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I
Right?
want from Bieber.
Yeah.
Like
That's
it's
what
just,
That's
Yeah,
what we
that's what I
got
expect.
from Sorry.
That's what I expect.
Right?
We got that from Sorry.
we
Yeah.
got that from all his
I
albums.
said, oh yeah, what do you mean? Obviously,
Yeah.
banger. Where Are You Now still got played despite Kyle's angst towards
Horrible.
it.
That song was stupid. Especially for what it would the lineup with Diplo, Skrillex, Biebs,
Yeah.
and there was one other guy, or maybe just those three. That is some serious music firepower right there.
I think that song's okay.
I think it's good.
I don't like it. I don't
Sorry
like it.
is the best song ever.
Mm.
And my roommate's
But Fire doesn't
All I
even.
do is
I don't.
play it.
Yeah, it's
I
a
mean,
song.
I like Sorry. It might sneak in the top 5 Biebs songs, but
What's your number one?
One Time / Beauty and Beat.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat One Time. He came out, lit the world
Yeah.
on fire, and then
Yeah.
you know,
Lit
like
the world
he literally
on
lit
fire.
everyone's headphones on fire with
Yeah.
that song. And then Beauty and a Beat is just
Yeah, that's
incredible. And there was none of that on this album. I was very displeased, Bieber. I'm gonna have to check out 1D's album. Came out yesterday, right?
Yeah, I haven't listened to that either. I love 1D. So,
Do ya?
but
You're gonna like it. It's really. I'm
Let's
so
do
like
it.
all I do is like research music.
Yeah.
I listened to the one that what's the single that came out? That is supposedly about
Perfect.
Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Unreal.
Perfect. It's apparently about Taylor Swift.
She is perfect.
That she is.
Or is it more of like a?
It's more of like a jab.
Yeah.
It's a jab.
Is it
She's
more of
saying,
like
oh,
you think you're perfect?
No, it's like if I don't know. Harry Styles is basically saying like if you like just want to use me for publicity or to use me to like write your love songs about and breakup songs about, like I'm perfect for you. Like he's saying I'm perfect for you.
So it's kind of backwards perfect.
Yeah.
the song is saying Taylor Swift did all of these things to like use as like
Use
bait
him.
to write music.
To write more music.
Well, hey, you're a sucker then. Like,
Yeah, you're a
You know,
sucker.
you're a sucker.
she's
Honestly,
doing
though,
she's doing it right.
She's oh my god,
Exactly.
she's killing it.
She does nothing
She
wrong.
runs the music world.
Yeah,
I'm
she
sorry.
does.
She's the queen right
Her
now.
stuff
She-
isn't on Spotify. Power move.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't like it, but it's.
I don't like it,
Yeah.
but it's a power move.
She's like number one right now, the hottest thing in the streets.
Yeah.
She might be cooling off a little bit just because her tour's wrapping up,
Yeah.
and her album came out a year ago.
Yeah.
But she was the hottest thing of 2015.
Oh, for sure.
I agree.
question.
This might be a bold statement, but I don't think she's that talented like vocally. I
Oh,
think she is
I agree.
amazing at writing songs.
Writing songs.
Super talented. She's an artist in that
Uber
sense.
talented.
But lyrically, I think someone else could sing her songs better.
Yeah,
For sure.
but I agree. She doesn't have but she has like a good enough voice where like it sounds
Good enough.
type
Yeah,
of
it's
thing.
good enough.
Oh yeah.
But like,
Selena Gomez has a shitty voice, but she's on
Right.
the radio all the time.
Yeah.
She's not that good.
She
Everything.
gets
Exactly.
beats. The
Yeah.
her
Exactly.
beats are great. Oh,
Yeah.
Same Old Love. I could bump that.
no, I don't. Which one is
It's
that?
like
Is
the
that the one where
most-
she like talks the whole time and the guy raps at the end? Which one's that?
Is that good for you?
Yeah.
For you. I just want to be.
Garbage.
That song sucks.
That's
That
not a good
song's
song.
That is
horrible.
the most like sexist song ever.
Is it?
Yeah.
Kind of is. Listen
She's
to the
just like
words.
basically I only like get dressed up and do my hair and makeup to look good for you. Like I do all this for you. It's just like sometimes you just want to look
That's
nice.
deep.
It's not always for a guy.
And
That
what
was
about,
gonna be my question. Is that why people?
No, I think
I never get dolled up for anyone, so I don't really know.
yeah,
I
being
don't
a boy
really
is
care.
really fucking easy.
Yeah, I haven't showered in like 3 days.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that's part of being easy.
Or
Yeah.
what about your Levels, Nick Jonas?
No.
I don't really like
I
it.
would suggest everyone go listen to that. It's
I don't
fire.
really like it.
See?
I think pop music is like at an all-time low right now. Bieber just
Agreed.
releasing this new album was great.
Yeah.
I think we've had this conversation. T Swift, she released hers, so that was good.
Yeah.
But like, I need the big names. I need Kesha. I need Katy Perry.
I know, they're
I
been
need
hiding.
like
See-
Ludacris to get featured on an album.
Yeah,
know?
Luda I'm looking for.
Like,
I'm waiting for
like
that.
the Biebs came out and was supposed to be hot in the streets, and everyone thinks it's like the best album ever. I guess I'm behind my times.
I think-
Music's changing,
I don't think
and
it's the
I'm
best album
standing
ever.
still.
I just think it's the best thing that's come out in a while.
Oh, in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, Kesha, not talented.
Goat though.
Katy Perry, not talented.
But they both know what they're doing.
Can I ask something that might be a stupid question? What is GOAT?
Greatest of all time.
Cool. Okay.
Goat.
That's what I thought.
They can't tell me that.
Yes.
Yikes, I know.
I use goat a lot. I throw that
Always
around a
wondered
lot.
why, but never wanted to ask because I felt like an idiot.
I think Kesha and KP, my girl, KP, I love them both. They're both. I think they know what they're doing. They know. Katy
Yeah,
Perry
it's
actually
all,
has a really
it's
good
all
voice.
business tactics. It's
Yeah.
not like being.
Kesha just isn't that great, but she got in a good situation.
Yeah.
Made the most of being kind of weird, kind of quirky.
Oh my God, Kesha
She's
is
super
every
quirky.
freshman girl's anthems.
Exactly,
Jams. I
and
just wanna
she
go out
knows
with my
what
friends
she
and-
knows her
Yeah.
demographic, and she
Yeah.
plays to
Yeah.
it. She's not trying to be an artist, not trying to do all this crazy stuff. That's what happens when you get too big. Like Biebs got too big, Drizzy got too big. They're trying to be art. Yeezy getting too
Yeah, I
big.
was
They're trying to be
Kanye.
artists and more than what they are. Yo, you're a rapper. You're a pop singer. Just make hot bangers. Like I said, what I say?
Yeah.
Fire songs with swag beats. That's all you got to do. Fire
That's
songs.
That
swag
is
beats.
That's
the
all we
that
need you
is the
for.
formula. to be
Exactly.
Successful.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make a fire song with a
With
swag,
a swag
beat.
beat.
Yeah,
We
do
should.
it.
We should make a Keno radio song, an anthem.
Wow.
I don't know. Anything else hot? Anything else? You correspondence, my pop culture correspondence over here.
I don't know. She's the wealth of info here. I'm
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing hot in the music department though. I've been
Well,
struggling.
I was gonna ask about a couple of Bieber songs.
Yeah.
What do you think? Which one's about Selena?
I heard the "Love Yourself" one is where she says her mom doesn't like her.
Doesn't like.
Yeah.
I heard it wasn't.
Who else would it be about? Has he dated
He
anyone
did
else?
an interview and was like, "Yeah, 3 of the songs on the album are about Selena, and none of them are Love Yourself." Like he said that.
But that's kind of like a wink, wink. I
Have
think.
you heard Get Used to It?
No,
I don't know. I think that's gonna spark some controversy if you
What's-
listen to the
what's it
lyrics.
about?
He's
throw one out there.
He's saying like, I wish I could remember. It was the song is about like, oh yeah, you see me doing this, and you see me in like in spotlight, you see me all this stuff, and then like he like put like waits a second, and it's like better you like get used to it, like all this stuff. So he's like,
Yeah.
I'm huge now.
Yeah.
I like that. It's power move by the Biebs.
Yeah.
See, that
It's
things.
hard.
I'm not even like a Bieber hater. I'm a big Bieber supporter. I think like I've always loved him. I think he's a riot. He's great to have in the entertainment world because he's just a great
The
story.
roasted Bieber
Yeah.
is great.
Wicked funny. That was so
unreal.
funny. But
So
this is like I'm just being honest with my boy JB. It just wasn't great. You know, just wasn't what I
That
wanted.
one.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they can't all be fire albums.
He's only made like 3 albums. I mean,
I
it should at
know.
least be 3 for 3.
No,
or
how
5.
long was it
I
from
don't
his
know.
last one to this one?
It was like 3 years.
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah.
It was a
2 or 3
while.
years.
He's only
True.
made like 2 albums, or 2 or
But
3
maybe he's
albums.
trying to reinvent himself.
Clearly, he did with all these tattoos and all these
Tattoos?
tattoos.
What are
Interesting
tattoos?
take on that word.
Tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, tattoos.
Tattoos. I hate that look. He should have said clean cut, like my
See,
boy JT.
I like the look. It's evolving.
See, I
You're into
think.
Bad Boys.
See,
No,
Tyler
I
Sagan got a
wouldn't say
sleeve.
so.
Tyler Sagan
I
got a
love
sleeve.
tattoos,
Oh,
yeah.
And J Biebs did too. I think I'm next. I need to get a sleeve.
I would get a sleeve, but my family would disown me.
Oh, mine too. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think a sleeve is like the worst look in the world.
I would do like a half sleeve.
I would never get. I don't want any tattoo. I'm not a tattoo kind
I
of
have
guy.
one tattoo on my foot.
I'm not like against tattoos. I'm pretty.
You're definitely not a tattoo guy.
definitely not a tattoo guy.
Yeah.
First of all, it probably hurts, which I don't like.
Oh, I hate needles. Oh,
It
get out
does
of here.
not hurt at all. It feels like literally a fingernail just scratching you.
Yeah,
like
it's
really
too much
hard.
for me.
See, I've heard also that it's like someone constantly like pinching your skin.
No. I mean, I have a pretty high threshold for pain, actually, so I don't know.
Well, she's a beast.
My thing
I'm
is
not.
with like tattoo. I just like one thing like that. Like if you have a tattoo or like a few tattoos, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
But when you get in the sleeves and all that stuff, and like first off, the thing with if you ever get a neck tattoo, you're just saying I never want to have a job for the rest of my life.
Doesn't Tyga have Kylie Jenner's name tattooed like on
Yeah, it
his
says,
neck
like,
or something?
Kylie.
It says Kylie in like cursive.
Yeah.
That like why?
Right? Because you can.
Like-
Did they date?
Are they still dating?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah.
Why?
What?
She could get someone way better than him. What's
So true.
And she's like 19.
yeah?
Or
she's
whatever.
18. She
17.
just turned 18 because
Oh
she
my
like
God.
just was able to like move out on her own.
And like Tyga's what?
31.
No. He's not that old. He came on the scene when he was like 17.
Because
Okay, it's like
He's like
Young
25.
Money. Because he
He's
was
like
in Young
25.
Money when they were like
Yeah.
big, like
And he
group
was up
things.
before. He was like, yeah, he's young, but still, he's like 7 years.
Yeah.
What,
Well,
dude?
he started dating her when realistically they started like talking when she was like 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
That's
That's tough.
illegal.
Illegal.
Is the first thing wrong with
Oh,
that
that's true.
situation?
That's
That
true.
is illegal, Mr. Tiger.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that.
Hard.
Yeah, I mean Hollywood's a crazy place. It feels like, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I could never live in Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean,
Lifestyles of the rich and famous, man.
It's
it
just
is.
like a different
It's a
place.
different world. There's different like standards. It seems like.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm pretty content with doing, our show. And
Yeah.
going to college and doing
Yeah.
I'm pretty content in college too. You know, I don't want to move on.
No.
Yeah, what are your
Oh,
guys'
that's
plans?
sad.
Not to
Oh,
get
man.
serious, but what are your
Aw.
plans? You're graduating this year as well?
Yeah, it's from the spring.
Damn, I'm not. Sucks.
Lucky.
Ooh, soak that up.
Like the
Yeah,
great
I'm
Van Wilder
trying.
said, "Don't graduate, celebrate." You know.
That's
Drink
deep.
that.
It is deep. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I like to think of my life as a surprise party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just take it as it comes.
Exactly. So, hopefully people surprise me with events
with
for
opportunities.
Me. Surprise, here's a job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like to think of my life as a surprise party, you know?
Yeah.
As just somewhere I don't know where it's going to go. How about that?
Do you see yourself staying in, like, the
College
Northeast?
forever? Yes.
The Northeast?
Yeah. I thought for a while I was going to go out to the left coast.
Yeah,
But, no. I went out there this summer, and I was like,
Solid
I like it. I like, as much as I like to think I would like summer all year round. I wish summer was longer, but I like the 4 seasons.
Same.
I kind of like the sun going down at 4, so I don't feel like a huge bum when I'm sitting watching TV. Like, when I watch TV for 7 hours in the summer, or I don't really do it in the summer, but, like, in the early months here, in, like, October, like, it would be during the day for, like, 5 of the 7 hours.
Yeah.
But now it's only in the day for, like, 2 of the 7 hours.
Yeah.
And once the sun goes down, it's an excuse to not ever leave the couch. You know?
So true.
So that's why I like
We're
that.
getting a real insight on your life here.
Yeah. That's kind of what goes on up there in the
Mind
steel
you, he's
trap.
in a robe.
I wasn't
What?
a robe.
He wears robes.
Oh, yeah, all
robe
day.
over your clothes,
No,
like
no.
Mikey?
No, I had just boxers on.
Okay. Because the robe over the clothes, like, over a full outfit is, like, such a dad thing. Like, he's wearing literal
Dad.
full outfit
Yeah.
with a robe over
Because
it.
he's lame.
I assumed he was wearing a flannel, and then he, like, wrapped it around himself, and I'm like,
I just
why
got
do
my
you need
robe
that?
today. I got this as a birthday present from my ex-roommate, Aussie Joe, all the way from
Aussie
Australia.
Joe!
Yeah, Aussie Joe. Legend. I want to get him on the show once.
wait, where's the robe? Oh,
Right
this
there.
Is,
Feel how soft it is.
Where's it from?
Australia. Yeah.
Australia.
Australia.
That's a good gift to give another guy. Like, here's
That
a
is so
sick
nice.
robe.
Well, he
Like,
asked what
here's
I
a
want.
robe.
I was like, I don't want anything
It's
blah, blah,
honestly
blah.
a staple. Like, you'll
Yeah.
have that for a while.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah.
going to wear it every day
That's
forever.
such a kind gift.
It's a great gift. He's a great kid.
It's awesome.
But, yeah, I mean...
What about you? Northeast forever?
Yeah, most of the things I'll like be getting into with like job wise is all hot.
What do you
want to
do?
So I do biochemistry. So
Yikes.
yeah, I'll be a lab rat.
You want to work in a lab?
I'd like to. Yeah, I'd like to make a difference somewhere.
Like cure cancer or something?
Yeah, no, that's not realistic. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. Like, I love that talk. I don't
think it's
people
ever
are
gonna
like people are like, oh, it's definitely out there.
I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime.
I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Is it?
If it's not figured out yet, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
With what they teach you, like taking even just here, like it's so complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not for me. No, that's
I'm not
tough.
a science
I'm a
person.
simpleton. I'm a simple-minded person.
Right. And
Yeah.
when it comes out, if and when, mass hysteria.
Yeah.
Tons of money. Not
Yeah.
a lot of people will be able to afford.
It's like the whole,
That's
like,
true.
this thing with the guy that bought the rights to the AIDS
I
drug.
was going to say, it's the AIDS thing.
Dude, it's so fucked up.
Yeah.
No,
It's awful.
it's
Money
honestly all
drives.
about money.
Yeah.
It's not even about caring people.
It's not. It's awful. That's why we need to have universal health care. Boom.
Boom.
Drop the mic.
Boom. We should all just turn into hippies and love each other.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah.
No, here's my take on the world. This is what I need right now. All this craziness that's going on, I've been saying this for a while. Everyone in the world just needs to get into their beds, take a nice long sleep, and wake up refreshed.
Some people don't have beds to sleep in.
Go on their cardboard mattress, whatever they're on, and just everyone needs like a figurative nap. Everyone is grumpy, and everyone just needs a figurative nap right now. And get up and be like, hey, the sky's blue, we're alive. I know there's a lot of shitty stuff going on, but hey, it's easy for me to say because I have a really easy life. I get that.
Me too, yeah.
But hey, you're alive, you're here, you have someone
Yeah.
out there. There are people with absolutely no one, but there's a lot of people out there have someone. Just look for the little things to make you happy.
Yeah,
Watch
I
a
agree.
sunset.
I'd say
You know,
right now,
watch a
optimism
sunset.
is at a low.
It is at a
Yeah.
low. The
I
world's
agree.
morale is at an all-time low right now, I
Yeah.
think. We need someone to get that going,
Let's all go to one place and everybody just have a beer
right?
with everybody.
I agree.
Like, is that
Minus
is,
me.
Okay.
A tweeze, less beer.
Yes. Some choice alcohol.
Alcoholic beverage.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you ever want to get down, you ever want to get friendly with someone, you go out, you have a drink, you party with them. It's the best way. We need to throw a nationwide party.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going
A
to call
social
POTUS
gathering.
right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Obama, we need a nationwide party right
OB,
now. A
hook it up,
fiesta.
dude.
A fiesta. Like, we should do that, you know? But
Yeah.
at least do it on a small scale. Like, if I was at Missouri, I'd be like, yo, everyone, come on over. Let's all figure it out. Let's all sit together, figure it out, express, vent, have a beer, turn this into a banger, wake up tomorrow, feel a little better about ourselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you remember what Timmy did last night? Oh my god, that was so embarrassing.
Exactly.
We can laugh about it.
Take some Instagrams,
Right.
take some
Instagram,
Twitters,
tweet,
you know,
Snapchat,
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
So many selfies.
Exactly.
Like, the
A little
world
bit
would
of
be a
that.
better place in Kyletopia.
That's right. I'm going to start it up. Keno Radiotopia.
All right.
Vine Island. Let's
Yeah,
get going.
Vine Island.
Yeah. With all my money that I don't have.
Hey, well,
So listen.
Yeah.
We're doing a GoFundMe.
Yeah. Go
for
fund me.
Kyletopia.
Yes, for my island. Everyone's welcome.
Yeah.
It'll be beautiful. It'll have 4 seasons too, because I like the 4 seasons. You know, it'll be 4-season island.
He's buying the vineyard.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
4-season
That'd be
house.
unreal.
I don't know how long we've been rambling on for. You guys got any closing things? I think it's good to wrap it up.
I'm really pumped that you guys let me come on.
Anytime.
Like,
it was
honestly,
great
anytime.
to have.
I would love
is
to.
great.
This is like my dream.
Yeah, this is my dream. I'm pursuing my dreams.
yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah. Anytime it was great. It's great to not only have a female perspective, but someone who's a little more cultured and worldly
than
than
I would
us.
say I'm not very
a little more
cultured.
open-minded than
more than
someone like
us.
yeah. You know,
Okay,
we're not into that type of stuff. We
You know, I
keep
mean,
it
had
loose,
you not
so-
come on tonight, we probably would have done like sports.
the whole time. And our debate about Missouri would have been a little different. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Not to throw shade at you, but I saw your girlfriend tonight,
Yeah?
and she said I might actually watch this episode.
Wow.
Woo!
a win.
I was
Oh,
on,
wow.
so you're
That
welcome.
sounded really loud.
That's
Sorry
doubling
about
your
that.
audience right there.
That is.
Boom.
It is.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Well,
two of them.
hopefully.
So I hope
I don't
she
know.
does.
That'd be
Probably
nice.
gonna yell at me for the stuff I said, but whatever. We'll deal with that
No.
later. I think that does it. Another episode of #Keno Radio.
#Radio.
Make sure to take the fall. You want to do the closing remarks this time? I feel like I always hog it.
Honestly, though, it's your thing. Like,
Yeah?
it's you.
I think you
That's
just don't
you.
know it.
Okay. Twitter, @Keno Radio. Facebook search, Keno Radio. Give us a like on the page. SoundCloud.com/Keno Radio. YouTube.com. You can search bar it. Keno Radio. You'll
That's
see
the big
all of our
one.
videos right when it comes up.
That's a big one.
And then for our particularly heavy business inquiries, we have a Gmail. It's Keno Radio.
It's empty.
You guys should get a LinkedIn.
.com.
Oh,
Maybe
do companies do that?
companies.
Yeah, companies have LinkedIns.
Do
Yeah.
they?
So
Yeah.
maybe it's like, oh, like look at this kid Andrew Tino. Oh my God, he's on Keno Radio.
Yes. Like you should put as like one of your positions like on your personal page, Keno Radio.
Oh,
and
it
it will
is.
link to it.
Don't
The
worry, it
actual
is.
the actual Keno Radio page.
Wow, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
Do
you
we
should.
want potential jobs watching that?
I do.
Maybe. Like places like Barstool would like love it.
But the thing is, with me, like if someone who's potentially gonna hire me saw this and was like, oh, I don't want him on because of this, I wouldn't want to work there.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. They want you for you. Like,
Exactly.
So you are.
Exactly. And to be honest, I don't think you said anything really bad.
No,
Really bad at all.
I did swear a couple times.
Yeah, you swore to
But
me.
that's
That's tough.
just like a
But
human
yeah,
thing.
no.
But like it's not like we talked about like
Yeah.
anything. Today was by far the most like
We got so deep today.
yeah. Usually it's about
I loved
like
it.
flowers and dandelions and what's
I know.
going on in the
like
sports
light
world.
stuff.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
last ones we've had some people.
Got a little heavy.
Yeah, it did get heavy. It was good, you know? We needed serious stuff. But we're gonna get some more guests on. That's a promise. That's a promise. We're gonna get someone from the hockey team on next week, I believe. Doherty told me he's gonna get me someone from the hockey team next week. So tune in if you want to check out hockey, anything about that. Their season's starting up. I kinda wanna do in a couple weeks get T-Bird's back on once the season gets going. See how
T-Birds?
Tyler Bergantino, basketball player.
Can't really miss it.
He's big. He's 6'9". LOL.
LOL.
Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week. Tune in to all the other episodes, like we said, YouTube and SoundCloud. Everything's up
That's
there.
my thing. I was good.
Check it out. Is this a thing?
It's a thing. It's from Little Rascals.
Bye
No?
bye. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Man, I love
Do I
college.
really have to graduate, or can I just stay here for the rest of my life?
Keno Radio. Keno Radio.